Okay, so this is the Hildegard interpersonal relations theory. So quick biography before we got into the theory. Hildegard was raised in Reading, Pennsylvania by parents of German descent, and she earned a bachelor's degree in interpersonal psychology. She served in the Army Nurse Corps from 1943 to 1945, near where the military psychiatric was located, where she helped reshape the mental health system, and she actually aided in the releasing of the National Mental Health Act of 1946 and was there at the same table as they were creating the act, which is really cool. She also helped teach the very first classes for graduate psychiatric nursing students and helped develop their program at Rutgers University and became known as the mother of psychiatric nursing. So the interpersonal relations theory was developed in 1952. She wrote and published many books regarding her theory on interpersonal relations. So she defines nursing as an interpersonal process of therapeutic interactions between a sick patient and a nurse that is specifically trained to recognize and respond to a patient's need for help. Her theory has an emphasis on the nurse-client relationship and the common goal. The common goal between the patient and the nurse allows the nurse and patient to respect each other as individuals, as the goal involves both learning and growing. And she states that there are 4 components to her theory, which we'll go over in this next slide. So the 4 components to her theory, first is the man, which she defines as an organism that strives in its own way to reduce tension generated by needs, which is really interesting because in the nursing field, we can think of nurses as those people who help to reduce that tension and we can even take on the role of helping relieve some of that anxiety when they first come to the hospital and have all those questions. And then second, health, which is she defines as a word implying a forward movement of personality and other ongoing human processes in the direction of creative, constructive, productive, and community living. And then society or environment, where she encourages nurses to consider their patient's background and culture while they are caring for them. And the nursing, which she believes is a significant interpersonal process and relationship between the patient and educated nurse. So how do these concepts apply to the nursing field today? Well, we rely on interpersonal relationships with our patients every day in the hospital, and we'll continue to do that when we're nurses. I think it's really important to establish these relationships because it'll help create a safe, supporting, understanding, and unbiased environment and conversation with our patients, which will help them feel more emotionally supported overall. I think it's also really important, just like she talked about, safety and environment being one of the 4 concepts of her theory, that it's important we consider a patient's social and cultural background so that we know how to provide needed support resources and proper care for our patients and their individual needs, because they're all different, and it's important that we recognize what they all need on an individual basis. We also help our patients establish and accomplish goals in the hospital every day, especially those patients who are there for a longer term. And it's important to help them make and show them that we care about their goals just as much as they do, and we're going to help them the best we can to accomplish those goals. And then lastly, it's important that we take time to make observations, ask questions, and get to know our patients so they know we care about them and are going to do everything we can to help them. So that is the interpersonal relations theory. And then here is my sources for the information and pictures. I got them all from the same website we used for the required reading. Thanks.